Thank you. In this video, we'll quickly walk through the group case studies that you'll find inside this MindTap powered by YouSeeU. I'm in here as a student. This is a student account, and I'm going to click into one of the case studies. YouSeeU is an interactive program that allows students to work together in groups, whether they're across the country virtually or if they're in a class together on ground. Inside this MindTap, students use the group projects to work together in a group and work on spreadsheets within a specific scenario. In other courses, YouSeeU can also be used for students to record and present video presentations, work on essays together, or any other kind of media that they might be working on in class. You'll see that when students open up an assignment, there are instructions for everything. They'll get an introduction to the particular scenario that they're working with. This is a horticultural business. The purpose of what this case is going to help them learn and how it connects to their class and the real world, the skills that they will work on, and then all of the instructions for what they need for the case. So here, students are reading this case study, and then in the activity steps section, they're going to work together on an Excel workbook to answer some questions. You'll see that instructors can group students into specific groups, or YouSeeU can group students automatically depending on their availability. So when students first log into this assignment, they'll actually see a calendar and will choose what times they're normally available. Then YouSeeU will be able to automatically put them in a group where they have the same time available so that they can meet virtually. You'll see that when I open one of these Excel spreadsheets, it will download, and I'll be able to open it inside Excel to start working on the document. Students can save their file right to this YouSeeU dashboard as they continue to work on the project so that they can keep updating it. Then I would follow the steps. It's telling me that we should have a first online meeting and discuss some of these questions. We'll be doing things like performing a sensitivity analysis. We might suggest some adjustments to the plan. And we might have to meet again to go over this. So everything is laid out very clearly. Students also always have complete access to the rubric for the assignment. These rubrics and assignments are pre-written. You don't have to create them yourself, but as an instructor, you do have the ability to edit any of these rubrics. Students can also print the rubric out if that's helpful as well. Whenever students see a section in here, there will be "How do I do this?" sections that will give students a little bit more information on how to use the functionality in YouSeeU. They can also watch a video on how to complete a step. You'll see here in my group, I have myself and one other person, Eric Converse. As many people as you would have in this group would appear here. And students do have the ability to rate other members of their group. So if that's something that the instructor would like to see, they can do that using the stars. They also can add comments and write anything they want about their team members here. I love this part that students can create milestones. So while you might usually assign a group activity and it might be due 2 weeks from now, but no one really gets started until the end of the term of the semester, right here students can add specific dates to specific members of their group for them to complete parts of the assignment. So right here you can see that Eric is supposed to open document 1 and complete step 1. That status is still open. I can create a new milestone for my group and assign it to whoever I want. So I'll say, by the end of today, have outline ready, and I can add multiple people to this as well. So I'm going to say both of us need to work on this. It's open, and I'll save. Everything's cataloged right here. If we do update something, I can click the little pencil tool and say that a certain task has been completed, it's been canceled. And when the instructors come in here and look at their students, they'll also be able to see this dashboard. So the nice thing is that while students might not always want to comment and say, Eric barely did anything here, you can see which tasks were assigned to which students, when they completed them, if they completed them, and it gives a good breakdown of what each participant in the group worked on during the project. Students can also have virtual meetings. You can see I had one scheduled here. I can reschedule that. All of these meetings are also recorded, so if I as an instructor want to go back and watch one of my students' meetings to see what they did, I can click play here. Students can also replay their own meetings if they want to make sure they're getting everything done that they said they wanted to do. These can also be hidden or deleted. To schedule a meeting, I would just click right here as a student. I'd be able to say what time I want to have the meeting start. I'll click save, and then once it becomes near that time, I can come back to the screen to enter the meeting room. Here's a recording of what a meeting might look like. Students will be able to see themselves on the screen. They can talk and chat just like they would in Skype. If there's 6 members of the group, they can see all of their faces as well. You'll notice that they do have this screen where they can pull up a particular document if they're working on it together. They can circle things, highlight, add notes. They also have a chat box over here that's running that they can send to each other. They can upload any files that they want to work on right here or send files to each other while they're in their meeting as well. So you'll see here I'm adding a note, I'm talking in the chat right here, and then I can also upload a file that we're going to be working on. So this is a Word document that I want all of us to look at. I can send it to them right in the chat there, or I can upload it to the main screen right here so that we can work on it together. This could be a PowerPoint, a Word document, anything that we might want to take a look at. You'll see that down here it's going to show, kind of keep a log of everything that people have done. So if you even want to see who created milestones, who's the one who's scheduling meetings, all of that will be listed in the log here. You can also add files to keep here. So if you're going to keep the different versions of the Excel spreadsheet they're working on, they can just add files or upload a document here. And they also can record videos. They can each make a video and combine it with some really, really simple tools here. So YouSeeU does make use of your cameras, of your computer's camera. So that's how students can have Skype-like meetings and then also create videos if that's the final kind of project that they're going to submit. From the instructor side of these case studies, you would be able to edit and look at these assignments by clicking the YouSeeU app in the MindTap app bar on the right of the screen. It's going to open up the YouSeeU app, and like any of these other assignment tools, you'll be able to see a list of all the assignments that are available. You'll be able to see what type they are. You can work with the groups or assign students to specific groups, or you can edit the specific assignment. Note that you can also easily see the rubrics for any of the assignments at any time, and you can create your own rubrics as well. The assignments that are pre-built in here will already have instructions, a file that students are working on, a rubric built with them, but if you want to build your own activity into YouSeeU, we can certainly help you do that.